Welcome to Miss Dragon's Menagerie. Everyone is welcome, everyone is accepted. The only requirement is that you are loving, kind, and respectful to one another. Bad behavior will not be tolerated.
Hello. I forgot to switch to Ethernet. So if I go black for a second, that's why. Okay, because it's telling me. Hold on. Hopefully it stays. We shall see. Can I get a 5x5? Hi, sweetheart. How are you doing? Hey, 7th. Looks like it's going to stick. I turned the Wi-Fi off. So, yes. 2 and 2 times 4. 2 times 4 equals 5. No, 6. Oh man, I made a mistake today. I tried to do my own taxes. Oh, thank you, Jimena. Yeah, I tried to do my own. I looked that shit. It's gonna go to a tax person. Had it just been the regular average year, not a problem. But he was off on FMLA, Family Medical Leave Act, and so he got money while he was off for his knee. I looked at that and there was just like, and then I couldn't find the go back on the, what do you call it? TurboTax. Because evidently I made more than $10 in interest. I made a whole whopping $100 in interest on my checking account. So, yeah. I'm hazy. It might be, let me see if I can, oh, I got, well, daughter's home. So I'm, let's see if I can fix that for settings. Camera. Let's go standard and then see if I can go back to 780p and see if that makes a difference. Oh, what the hell? Touch up my appearance. Why not? So I didn't get enough blush on. So I look kind of washed out. So did that work any better? Yeah, I should have switched over. I had it plugged in, but I didn't switch it here. So, yeah. But I can't figure out how to go back on TurboTax. I might give it a try here on the computer instead of on my phone. Because last year I got a back button. I could go back and, you fix something. I realized I screwed up. Oh, good. I could fix something I screwed up and it won't let me and I don't know how. But allegedly, stuff from FMLA, the money you get is not taxed. So it would be nice if I had a nice return compared to the $800 that we got last year. So I miss the $2,000 returns we had about 6 years ago. Those were nice. Those were that was vacation money. And I want to do something this year besides more Airbnb visits. I mean, it's neat. It's nice. I learned I can live without a whole lot of shit, but it's not really a vacation. When you have to get up and look forward to hitting the Starbucks at the Swedish hospital in Issaquah. So, ooh, I'm going to show you something. Hold on. I got something to show Nick. Hold that thought. Okay. All right. You get this too, but the bigger one, the bigger organ, right? It has a small flaw because my dumbass took the top out to see how it looked. Not a good idea. But I'm not done with the big one yet. It's gotta, but if you put it on one side, it's nice and smooth. Nobody knows. You put it on a shelf, still has the same properties. Nobody will notice. So that goes with the big other one too. But it's really weird what it does. The reflection, the black reflects on the, it reflects off the BBs, even though it's not in the, it's just a reflection. So yeah, you get this too, but the other bigger one I'm still working on because I crushed the shungite and I have that in there, and then I have a layer of BBs, and the next I want to take those other crystal points and put them like in a starburst pattern, and then pour resin over the top of that, and then probably a final. I'll probably end up. Would you like black or like a gold for the bottom? Thank you. I've been making these. Hey, buddy. I started making these again to help fund my trips to the west side for my hospital visits. Yeah, I can. I have to probably go through. My dumbass didn't think about food, but I can easily print off all my Airbnb stays. So, yeah. Black would be good. Okay, perfect. Yeah. Yeah, they give me an option of, so I'm gonna print out all of them and write that off. And I don't know if I can find receipts for what we spent through my chart. But yeah, I'm just uh I've realized it's March and my ass hasn't done shit. Usually I have um my TurboTax ready to go, early filings, have my money by the beginning of February, and I didn't do it this year. So yeah. So yeah, I now have a headache from looking at that stuff, but I have to write that down, Brazzy, or I will forget. Print out air. I just had a pen just a few seconds ago. There it is. Print out Airbnb stays, or I will forget. Look, ADHD will kick in and everything will be gone. Look at my chart, especially since once the 9-year-old gets here for bills. Yeah, because we paid, I forget how many, about 10,000 to him last year. So, well, I hope. Check the bra. Yeah. That's usually where my stylus goes, and if it's on this side, I lose it. It's gone. Well, hopefully, Nick, it goes well. Yeah, and that you're feeling better. I didn't slow down this weekend. I was gonna message see how you're feeling, and I didn't. My bad. But yeah, I put the stylus on this side, and I can't feel this side. So I'm sitting there the other day, luckily at home and not in public, sitting there patting myself down trying to find it, and it had rolled all the way underneath it. I couldn't feel it. So yeah, it was it was like, oh great. Just put it around my neck. It's easy. They come okay. And allergies are kicking in. My poor nose is running like a sieve or a faucet, I guess. Not really a sieve. I'm not so good with the what are they? I don't know. But yes, allergies are upon us where plants decide to try to propagate with our noses. Not the term I usually use, but it's more appropriate for the tubes of you. So, yeah. Oh gosh, I get the baby this weekend. just when I thought I was gonna have all the blankets folded up and put away. I never even got them folded. I started to fold them last night, and I found, oh, well, we have the baby this weekend. Oh, goody. All right, I'm not even gonna bother to fold them. The cot's put away, so she can have fun putting that back together. But yep. Oh yeah. Yep. These well, these have little tiny, tiny holes. I don't know if you can see them, that I can run a string through if I ever need to. So yeah, yeah, I don't either. And we have pine trees in the neighborhood. Good God. Or watched that video where I don't know if I think the pine tree gets chopped down and it falls, and right left where the tree was standing, it's this big, huge cloud of yellow. And I'm just like, it and cottonwood. I don't know if y'all are familiar with cottonwood. What the hell are they doing? I'm pounding on something. It's just little fuzzy things that fly through the air that make my eyes swell and my nose run. And I mean, I always wanted to live up the pass, but there's cottonwood along the river, and I can't. I'd have to be really high to get away from it, and there's no houses that high. So, I mean, the oh yes, oh yeah, oh, I'm allergic to everything with fur, so don't feel bad. And I have cats. Oh yeah, I mean, I got to use the acting classes I took. I mean, I took singing, acting, dancing. I'm a housewife. I got to at least, put some use to it. It's driving me nuts. I get my nails back on. I painted them a really pretty purple shifts to blue thing, and I just haven't had time this morning. I sat down and thought I could do this text. No, not even close. So I'm allergic to dust. I'm allergic to smoke. I'm not allergic to mold, oddly enough. Um, Anything with fur. Uh, yeah, it's constant runny nose. But yeah, like my title says, I am so ready to get outside. We have cloudy skies today, possible rain tomorrow. And oh, awesome. Yeah. That's one, just take that, get it over with, and not have to worry about it for a while. Um, but yeah, rain tomorrow. I just want to get outside. Maybe I'll take the just gonna say, maybe take the baby to the mountains, but the favorite restaurant is now closed because it's a very old building that has never ever burned down in any of the wildfires we've had up there, but yet their wildfire insurance has gotten really expensive. And I'm like, oh my God. But yeah, take her and do something with her. Get her outside, me outside. I can't take her up to the hillside because it's still too muddy. So maybe take her up where the snow is and she can go play in the snow. Mhm. I'm getting the exercise. Got out the Ring Fit again. Been doing 80 squats a day. So I can do hill climbing again, and just get back into it so I can lose some more weight. 'Cause I hope to God these new pills don't. The side effect is possible weight gain, and I don't want that. And then achy joints, and I'm like, it's a estrogen blocker pill. I'm like, I'm 58, gonna be 59. I don't need this shit. But if it starts causing me problems, I'm done. I'm gonna quit taking it. I'm done. Mm-mm. I'm trying to wean off. I got to figure out how to get off thyroid medication. Might help if I took my iodine on a regular basis, except maybe once a month I look at it in the doorway. Yeah, I need to take that. And then, I take it once a month and then forget about it. Or I'll take it a few days in a row going, okay, and then I forget. So, man, so much stuff I'm looking around going, I got to get done. I got to get done. And then my ass does nothing. So, and now I got to figure out dinner. I think I'm going to have daughter and then her boyfriend for dinner. Like it's Tuesday, we can have tacos. Because I'd like to get my actual thyroid to start working again. After a while, you start taking those meds, it stops working. So I'd actually like to, see if I could get it to do its own thing. So just instead of that synthetic bullshit I've been taking. There's supposed to be an Armour thyroid, a natural thyroid, but I can't remember if that's pig or cow. I don't remember. But yeah, the more medications I can get off of, the better. That's one other reason I was hoping this ablation would work, so I could get off that medication, because I take it at least 3 times, sometimes 4 times a day. So it's like Brad in the bag over here, he was on the same medication, and the doctors had him on 100 milligrams a day, and his pulse just standing there was 40. And I'm like, that's a little too low. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna talk to him, and he's really good because he goes for the natural stuff first before he wants to put you on a medication. So let's see what he thinks. Hopefully, yeah. One time I went off a couple years back. I just completely stopped my thyroid pills for 3 months, and they did a blood test, and my thyroid was fine. And then the next time they did it, it was low, so then it started it back up again. But so I know it's somewhat still working, but less pills, the less ties I have to big pharma, the better. Not to mention what it does to my liver, my kidneys, and all that other. So, but yeah, it's been my excitement today. I actually set my alarm for 9 and then set the timer for another 30 minutes. It's like I wasn't ready to get up yet. That's the one thing I've been doing. Having my little gummies at nighttime. I really want to keep sleeping. I could sleep for 12 hours if I could. I have great sleep. It's just I don't want to stop sleeping. But I know. I was the same kid who would take naps. Hell, I'll still take naps. But even when I was in high school on the weekends, I'd take naps before I'd go out. That was after I had the whole house cleaned. Yeah. Wasn't allowed to go out and do anything until the house was completely clean, to the point of moving furniture to vacuum. Oh my God. Yeah. Some days I used to call myself Cinderella because I wasn't allowed to do shit until the damn house was clean. So, what was it? One time, mother went to Yeah, you got to be careful. Indica will give you couch lock. Sativa, not so much. Um, I've got some that's sativa with caffeine. So, what are you? Hold on, I think my cat might be stuck. Well, what are you doing? Snickers, what are you doing? Yeah. For some reason, she has decided to pull my bathrobe off the hook in the bath door and put it in the floor and lay on it. So that's the 18-pound tortie. But yeah, that's my problem with the indica is the couch lock, and that's not good for fibro to sit there and do nothing. So, but it quiets the old ADHD mind so I can go to sleep. Yeah, I never did partake when I was in high school, really. And that's when I learned I didn't like people making decisions for me. Hanging out behind the PE shed down in the junior high in the lower valley and sitting there, and one friend offers me some, and before I could even have the opportunity to say no, Brad in the bag over here looked at him and went, "No, she doesn't want any." Zip my mouth, didn't say nothing. But 40 years later, I did. I said, "It's because of you. No one makes decisions for me." Yeah, I'm not much of an ass. So, but you should have seen me yesterday drinking the Diet Pepsi. Uh, a gal went to high school with is doing, what do you call it? Instacart, and told her, I said, "Oh, thank God the Diet Pepsi's arrived." I said, I was about ready to scrounge through my car to see if I had one. Usually I have an open one, take an extra, it falls on the floor, forget it's there, and then, and not an open one, an unopened one, forget it's there, bring another one in. And so I said, I was about ready to rummage through my car to see if I had one in there. So, oh, yeah. I spent 20 years at least inside of a beer can, and I can't do that anymore. No. Sometimes I miss it and sometimes I don't. The thing is to keep busy. Because if I'm bored, that's the first thing my brain wants to do. So it's like, yeah, no, gotta stay busy. I used to have weirdly enough, okay, I'd get what do you call it? The White Claws from Costco. Well, I had a certain order that I would drink that one layer in. What is it, 5 of them? But they had to be in a certain ADHD order. Don't ask me why, but that's how I know how I would set my limit of, okay, that's enough for today. And so now I have it. So if I have if it's close to bed, I'll take my gummy, and then I have to like get the ice water ready before bed, so I can have ice water in the middle of the night and get that ready, and then I know I can just relax. And if I fall asleep, I fall asleep. So, but yeah, I have to have that. It's an ADHD thing to need that structure, because if we don't, we're off on our own little tangent someplace else. So yeah, no, I'm not. How'd you put it? I'm sure people will watch this and go, she's encouraging. No, if you have an addiction, you know, that needs to be dealt with. But if you can do it recreationally, fine. Don't care. I can drink one beer and that's it. Go home after dinner and, you know, go my regular routine. Not everybody can. My half brother's like that. My oldest son, well, my youngest son doesn't drink really. Once in a blue moon. Yeah, my oldest son is like that. He's like, nah, I'm just not gonna do this today. We're done for a while. So I'm like, it is genetic. I don't know about mom because she died before. I put those two together to see if she could too. And so, because it definitely comes from mom's side of the family. Because if it's my half brother, but so any East Coasters ready to? I noticed today they're threatening Canada cut U.S. power over these tariffs. I'm not exactly sure why we're getting energy from Canada. I mean, I can see us having so much, unless there's just too many. I've never been back east. Unless there's way too many people, not enough room for. Well, you guys wouldn't have hydroelectric plants. Any kind of extra power plants. I have also no desire to go to New York or any place like that back east. But this, I don't think I kept it. I can always find it again, but I don't think I kept it. Oh, I did. I haven't. No, there's no real sauce with this or anything, but the new. This is supposed to be the new Prime Minister of Canada. So, if this is a true picture, and he's with her, is she on the? I mean, is he on the flight logs? Yeah. Is he one of the people who partook of the island? And what do they have on him to push him to do WEF's bidding? So, yeah. Hopefully that's not a true picture, but if it is, he shouldn't be around any human beings, especially any little ones. Just saying. So, yeah, I saw that today on Telegram. I'm like, I'm going to swipe this. So, Telegram's where I get most of my memes from anyway, that I do. Everything lately has been JD Vance memes. I'm like, oh my God. So I put up the picture, the thumbnail for this. I put it up there so we have something else besides those memes to look at. Yeah, there shouldn't be any tariffs either way, period. So, oh, I know, because yeah, I mean, there shouldn't be any tariffs, period. None. Should be free trade between any country there is. Yeah. And so, Washington State is pretty much self-sufficient, so we won't. If it does, become tit for tat, I don't think Washington's going to really be affected by any of it. So, Cheetah Man. Oh yeah, Orange Man. He's got some good qualities and some bad qualities, and yeah, I did like my tax returns when he was in office. 2,500 versus 800. Oh, and I love people who sit there. They worry about Social Security. It's like you've been around enough times, you'll see the pattern. It's like it's making people the pawn. Oh, we're gonna take it away. We're gonna give it to you. We're gonna take it away. Nothing ever happens. They just fuck with you long enough that you either go their direction they want you to go, or you hate other people because you don't, and it's all about control. Nothing changes. I think the worst thing I think they did was when didn't they try to put our taxes into like a 401k thing? I mean, our Social Security. Social Security, when it was set up, was only to work, expect to be drawn off of for 2 years. That's how long you were expected to work. I mean, expected to live after you retired. It was just a 2-year program, done and over with. And, people were living, another 20, 30 years after they retire and still drawn on that. So that's like people who, mothers, school retirement fund, she took way more out of it than she put in because she lived to, I think, 86, I think. So yeah, the Social Security wasn't meant to be used for 50 years. You only put in such amount. But people don't know that. They're not taught that. And it's that and women's health rights. They're like, that's always been another pawn to pull on people. They had 50 years to codify it, did they? No. They used it against each other. Once you can step back and see that all this is a shit show game, right wing, left wing, all part of the same bird. And that bird's going to shit on you. No matter what. Life gets a little easier. You start taking care about yourself. I mean, it's shit. Here, where did I put my glasses? It's like this. I was still trying to find that Washington thing, and I did, but it wasn't in here. But it says World War I. Boys with normal viewpoints were taken out of the fields and offices and factories and classrooms and put into the ranks. They were remolded, they were made over, they were made to about face, to regard murder as order of the day. They were put shoulder to shoulder, and through mass psychology, they were entirely changed. They used them for a couple of years, trained them to think of nothing at all, of killing or be killed. Then suddenly, we discharged them and told them to make another about face. This time they do it with their own readjustments, sans mass psychology, sans officers' aid and advice, and sans nationwide propaganda. We didn't need them anymore, so we scattered them about without any 3-minute or Liberty Loan speeches or parades. Too many of these fine young boys were eventually destroyed, mentally, because they could not make the final about face alone. In the government hospitals in Marion, Indiana, 1,800 of these boys are in pens. 500 of them are in barracks with steel bars and wires all around outside the building and on the porches. These already have been mentally destroyed. These boys don't even look like human beings. The look on their faces. Physically, they are in good shape. Mentally, they are gone. So, government doesn't care about you at all. Never has. Yep. Oh, Jesus. Well, part of it. Oh, yeah, that's true. Other very, very true. Old age is not a gift everybody gets. Um, 2,000 a month of our tax dollars in Washington State goes to by proxy to, I guess you could call this a business where gentlemen get together and um self gratification within view of other gentlemen. Why in the fuck is 2,000 a month of our tax dollars going to a circle? Mhm. Yep. Yep. Half of the people will not, yeah, get there, and but God, getting Social Security to shut off after a person's died isn't easy either. I mean, my in-laws 19 died 19 hours apart, and trying to get Social Security to do the damn paperwork to stop sending it or actually putting it into the bank, you know, it's like pulling teeth. So they couldn't divide up the inheritance until the government stopped putting money in there. With mother, she died, we immediately closed her account, so there was no place for it to be put. Um, mm, well, but I just correct people freaking out. Oh, well, I'm going to lose this. Have you lost it yet? No. I mean, yeah, they fuck around with our Social Security money a little too much, and I really don't want a Sesame Street in Iraq. We don't need to pay for that. No. And allegedly, the UK has agreed to the ceasefire. Let's hope the other side does. I don't like the fact that we're still giving them weapons, even though they've agreed to a ceasefire, but Oh, yeah. See, there's only one reason they don't try the shit they try in other countries. And I forget how many thousands and tens of thousands of the things we have that I think is the the barrier between everything they want to. Hey Trinity, are you feeling any better? And those puppies are so cute. If you guys get a chance, go look at her shorts of Pixie and Gizmo. They're so adorable. Yeah. Oh no. Oh no, I'm so sorry, hon. Makes my lips hurt just the thought. Oh, the benefits for yeah, but they're also taxed out without tax through the nose too. And if uh any of the benefits I'm not right now, I am not for, I mean, it's great if everybody can have some insurance, but if it's anything like our poor boys get coming back from the wars and military, I don't want that shit. Sit there die waiting. Uh Paola, she sat in the ER for 24 hours and just went home. It's no, I don't like it because then someone else, then they've already got someone deciding what pays for what with your insurances, but mm-mm. Until I see our boys getting way better care than they're getting now, I'm not going to go for a universal health insurance. I like the option of taking my insurance and going across the state and getting the best in Washington to do my work than being told you have to stay here. So, mm. I mean, like Norway, somewhat socialist but still capitalist country. Who did I do a thing on years ago? 'Cause someone was talking about, you know, how other countries have all this and this um and I think their tax rate was like 60%. Uh and then what they did get to bring home and spend, just like here, that shit was taxed as well. I'm like, you don't have much left to live on. But, but then again, I've never, excuse me, been without insurance. So yeah, exactly, body. That's why they're like, well, we need universal health care. Not until they treat our boys better. No, we don't. No. When they're, what was it? When they went looking into the VA and certain hospitals and stuff got bonuses for not spending the amount of money that they probably should have on our soldiers, there's something wrong. But oh yeah, our clock changed, love. Um, I'm I'm tired of it. I wish they'd stop this shit, but I think Washington has approved to stop it, but that has to be done on the federal level, I guess. I don't know. But yes, I'll have sunshine in the evening. Means my power bill will go down. $500. About shit my pants. I was like, oh my God, it wasn't that cold. I need to learn to be colder. But yep. But yeah, our boys aren't taken care of, and so I don't expect my government to ever take care of me. But I was also, hey Kristen, how you doing? Um, to, in the 70s, my folks never took any handouts. My grandparents, neither. Same thing on hubby's side. They never took anything. So I never even applied for WIC. I was pretty sure I'd have been denied anyway because even though we probably would have qualified, um, when you're 4 months old, weighs 21 pounds, they'd probably look at him and go, yeah, no, he doesn't need it. Now I guess you just get it, I guess. I don't know. Hmm. Oh, cool, but they're still cool. I'm gonna love to see them. And that's an AI picture of Mount Rainier. I'm surprised AI got it pretty good. One time I typed in Mount Rainier and something, and it was like, what the fuck mountain is this? But yeah. Yeah. Uh, like I said, all my stuff here is AI just so that I don't get spanked for having a copyright. I can just go, excuse me. No, it's my creation right here. Do you want the overlay? Thank you, Misha, for getting me started in that one. But yeah, that's about all I know about the news today. I haven't done the news blast, so I don't know much. I don't keep up anymore. The news blast is how I keep up on the news. Or if I see it go by as a title someplace. I've been watching a lot of Alpha Central now. And then this kid, Skizzle. He's a Canadian kid. I think he's back east somewhere. But yeah. It's something else besides the political bullshit that it's always the same. I'm what do you call it? Basically a true anarchist. I don't want anybody No one has a right to rule over anybody else, and I sure as hell don't want anyone telling me what to do. But all I did was type in Mount Rainier, bald eagle, sunny skies, wildflowers, and then that's what it came up with. It, yeah. If I take the time, I've got like some things will take 19 credits. I mean, not 19. I have 1900 credits. Some pictures take 1 credit. Some pictures take 8 if I'm gonna work with Dolly. If I want to animate it for a second, it's another 25 credits. But I've got 1900 credits to play with, so I've got some cool ones if I slow down and really work with them. But keywords slow down. No. Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. So it slapped ham. The Y-Files has a 24-hour. It's on, what is it, the Y-Files Backstage channel? Chat going, which is fun. I can just let that run in the background. But yeah. They're gonna do, the higher ups are gonna do what they want to do. Though what kills me is, okay, I can understand people protesting Tesla. They got every right to. No problem. But you don't trash a Tesla what do you call it? Car lot. You're not hurting Elon. You're hurting the business owner that owns the business that bought the rights to sell those. It's like, where in the fuck are your common sense at? Yeah. Dealerships. There you go. Perfect. Dealerships. Yes. Yeah, you're not hurting Elon. You're hurting the dealer, the guy who's trying to make a living, trying to pay some people that, to work there. So you're putting the workers out of jobs. You're not hurting Elon. Makes no sense. Yeah, protest all you want. Put a sign out there. Stand out there. Walk around. Don't give a shit. But don't destroy stuff that A, isn't your property, and B, isn't Elon's property anymore either. It's the guy's business owner who bought it to sell it. Yeah. Yeah, I saw that go by. I'm like, going, oh my God. There's no thinking. It's like the idiots that went and destroyed neighborhoods and then left, leaving people with a food desert, a pharmacy desert, nothing to ruin their neighborhoods, while the other people who destroyed it and left. Yeah. Yeah, they don't. I thought, oh well, I'm doing something good. No, the fuck you ain't. It's like you get a kick out of these people who just have a fit. You vegans having a fit. Oh, you killed those cows. I'm like, really? And I've said it, commented it a couple times. I'm like, really? To grow your lettuce here, the farmer had to kill everything in that field. Every insect, every animal, vole, mouse, whatever, had to die for your lettuce. It's like, no, you're a hypocrite. I couldn't be vegan anyway. Since I quit drinking, I haven't quit whole milk. I haven't quit full fats, like, what is it? I call it manteca, lard. I cook with lard. I cook with coconut oil. I eat full fat milk. And I'm still losing weight. So, ugh. I don't even know the name of the prime minister anymore. And the one that Canada just got, there's a picture of him supposedly with Ghislaine. And he's another WEF puppet. So again, the people will be ignored. So, so I'll watch UFO videos. I'll watch fish, talking fish in a talking goldfish in a tank is more interesting than the shit we got going on now. Yeah. Okay, I've read his name in my news blast. Yeah. Yeah. His first name. Oh yeah. Yeah, the 24-hour Y files. Um his first name is a family last name on dad's side of the family. So I don't know where somewhere in this house is a manila envelope um with some of the genealogy where it goes back because there was the Keers and the Hanks, and dad's side of the family was related to Nancy Hanks, Lincoln's mother. So I don't know where. Oh God, yeah, I know. They're so pushing. They are so itching for this war. I know that they were trying to get uh, the UK, not UK, UKR, the conscription age is 21. Well, they wanted other countries expected them to drop it down to 18. Well, they pretty much eliminated all the 18, the 20, little over 21, 23, 24-year olds. They're gone unless they went AWOL. So, yeah, it's not looking too good. No, it's not looking good at all. What was it? What did I watch? Someone was asking for help for. Good God, I got a big forehead. Someone was asking for help for the EU, not the EU. I think it was for Britain. I didn't get to. It was just a short. It's all. You look it around and you understand why Washington on his final address was to isolationism. Just stick with the isolationism. Hey, suspicious. I mean, you could if you just stuck within your own country area. If you can't if you're expected to expand outwards, and I think that our government's tired of expanding outwards. So, and I can't say that I'm tired of expanding outwards. I guess no other country sends us part of their GDP, but yet we send part of ours. So, yep. Oh, I know. I don't think we'll ever see those names. And but we can just pretty much anybody higher up who's fighting it, is on that list. Whether they did it on purpose or they were blackmailed into it, they're still comparable because they didn't do anything. So that's okay. You made it for a little while, huh? Yeah, I'm not holding my breath for that list. I ain't holding my breath for JFK either. But we all know what happened. There was not one person in a book depository. So, yeah. That's just, my view as a little housewife who sits here and meme farms for most of the morning. I don't have a lot of hope. what is it? I think the term I'm looking for is black pilled. No. No. Just don't have. Excuse me. Oh, there goes my chowder. Governments like fashion. Stuff goes out of style and then comes back into style repeatedly. There's a cycle. Government frightens you with something and then says it's fixed it. And then they frighten you with the same thing again. And then again they say they fixed it. It's the how's the pronounce the word? I can read it. Hegelian dialect or something like that. Yeah, it starts with an H. But yeah. Yeah, it is, and that's why I just watch random shit. I just can't do unless it's like I said, unless it's the news blast, and that's how I get. Well, did you hear about this and this today? I'm like, no, I haven't done the news blast yet. I mean, I'm so bad of ignoring a lot of the news. I have to see a meme and then go find out what the meme's about. But no, it starts with an H. Hey, see if I can try to halfway spell it. And see if it corrects it. It is Hegelian dialect. The method of argument that uses internal contradictions to resolve opposing ideas. 19th century German philosopher George Wilhelm Friedrich Hegel. Yeah. Or basically creates the problem to sell you the solution. Yeah. Yep. I made a t-shirt. I need to get new ink, but it says the government sells you fear, so it can be your savior. And then I also made a t-shirt that said your brain is the most washed part of your body. Talk about having people do double takes on that shirt. I watched the guy in the meat department of the local Costco. He's sitting there, and I caught him reading my shirt. Hey, Don, how are you? Oh my God, I know. Either the Onions or the Babylon Bee. The Onion used to be out of Seattle. I don't know where it went to now, but yeah. Yeah, you'll be going, oh, this makes a lot more sense over here. Yeah. So, duh. I need to get like a t-shirt thing on here. I've got the stuff for screen, but I still haven't figured out how to save it. Screen, all the put that coating on it, put whatever you're gonna want to screen print on it, expose it to light, and then rinse it off. I haven't gotten that far yet. I just know how to print it out on the Cricut and then put it onto the screen print and screen print that way. I haven't figured out the other way, even though I've got all the other stuff, screen printing stuff underneath the table. But there's one I kept trying to print on a t-shirt, but I'd have to figure that other way out first, the way a typical screen printing is. It says what is it? Shit, it had something to do with complying. It was from back then. You complied because you wanted it to end, but because you complied, it'll never end. I want to put that on the t-shirt. I also want to put track, trace, and database as well. What did I learn? Speaking of database, I guess if you have, you check I'm not a robot, that basically gives wherever you're at permission to go through your web history to see if you're not a robot. I was like, well, shit. How do I get, away from that? I mean, not that I have an exciting web browser. Don knows that I have like 400 and some tabs open that are like too overwhelming to close. I mean, too many things. I'm like, I might need that, so it's still open. Yeah. But yeah, guys, should get moving for the 9-year-old gets here, get stuff cleaned up. Well, my laundry going and everything. Before she gets here, some dishes finished because she's gonna, go rummaging through the kitchen the minute she gets here. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out for my rant. Yeah, I get started. Sometimes I don't stop. I'm here to kick ass and chew bubble gum. Yep, I got that. I have that on iTunes. Yep, I also have that as a T-shirt that has like consume, obey, all the stuff that they have on those little cards you see when he puts the glasses on. I have that on a T-shirt. Yeah. So I'll get going. So hey, Paola can get some sleep, and y'all can get to your dinners, and I can get to the 9-year-old. So I'll be back again tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Yeah. Friday I may have to go to the tax place. I don't know yet, but we'll play it by ear. I don't have kids. So all my love, Miss Dragon. Don't take any wooden nickels, people. And I shall see you all on the flip side.
Thank you for being part of Miss Dragon's menagerie. I hope you enjoyed your stay. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. All my love, Miss Dragon.